Story 1. The Watcher. In 2014, a couple named Derek and Maria Broadus bought a 1920s Dutch colonial home in Westfield, New Jersey, for a steal. They had always dreamed of living in a historic home, and were excited to fix up the house and make it their own. However, soon after they moved in, they began to receive strange letters. The letters were addressed to the Watcher, and were signed simply, The Watcher. The letters were full of creepy details about the house and the Broadus family, and they threatened that the Watcher would soon be coming for them. The Broadus family was terrified. They contacted the police, but the letters continued to arrive. They even hired a private investigator, but they were never able to find out who was sending the letters. The letters became increasingly threatening, and the Broadus family eventually decided to sell their home. They took a loss on the sale, but they were just happy to get out of the house. The new owners of the house never received any letters from the Watcher, and the identity of the person who sent the letters remains a mystery. The Broadus family's story was the subject of a 2016 Netflix series called The Watcher. The series has been praised for its suspenseful and chilling portrayal of the events that unfolded in Westfield. Story 2. The Intruder. In 2018, a 16-year-old girl named Brooke Zier was babysitting at a house in Cincinnati, Ohio, when she heard a noise coming from the basement. She went to investigate, but she didn't find anything. A short time later, she heard the noise again. This time, she decided to call the police. When the police arrived, they found a man hiding in the basement. The man was armed with a knife, and he had duct tape and zip ties in his possession. The police arrested the man, and he was charged with burglary and attempted kidnapping. Brooke Zier was unharmed, but she was shaken by the experience. Story 3. The Break-In. In 2019, a woman named Sarah Richards was home alone in her apartment in New York City when she heard a loud noise coming from her bedroom. She went to investigate, but she found that her bedroom door was locked. She called the police, but by the time they arrived, the intruder had fled. Sarah Richards' apartment had been ransacked, and all of her jewelry and electronics were stolen. She was also physically assaulted by the intruder. Sarah Richards was traumatized by the experience, and she moved out of her apartment as soon as she could. These are just a few examples of the many scary real-life home alone stories that have been reported. If you are ever home alone, and you feel like you are not safe, it is important to trust your instincts and call for help immediately.